The #1 method to thicken hair at home may shock you.
Want your hair to look more like this, but don't seem to have enough of it? Believe it or not, there's a very easy way to help give it a fuller look. Hi, I'm Myrna Jose, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you a very simple trick that you can use to help turn sparse, thin hair into hair that looks super thick, full, and glamorous in just a few seconds a day. Now, there are 3 main reasons why I love this technique. It doesn't require any special tools, any styling products, or extensions. So the results you're gonna see, it will be in your actual real hair. And it can work for just about anyone, no matter your age or what your hair currently looks like. In fact, I've been doing this ever since I noticed a big sparse looking patch on the side of my head, and now you really can't see it. There's one famous actress, I can't tell you her name, but she used to have very thin looking hair, and she actually does this instead of wearing wigs now. So I think you're gonna be amazed of how full and glamorous your hair can look as well. And by the way, if this is your first time joining me, again, my name is Myrna Jose. And not only am I among the millions of women who have dealt with thin looking hair, I also happen to be a long-time entertainment industry hairstylist who's worked with some of the biggest names in fashion and film and television. I've done styling for Vogue, Glamour, L'Oreal, Good Morning America, Victoria's Secret, The Today Show, New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, tons of music videos and award shows and TV commercials. And I provide personal hair care and styling services to dozens of high-profile celebrities all around the world. So if you find yourself feeling insecure about your part or your hairline or just the general lack of fullness in your hair, I can assure you that you are not alone. Many of my A-list clients struggle with the same issues. And statistically, over 50% of all women would experience them at some point in their lives. So when I finally found a way to help my own real hair look full and voluminous without any wigs or styling tricks, I literally wanted to shout it out to the world. Because the fact is, I've never gotten these kind of results from any other product, not even the most expensive ones. Scalp treatments, shampoos, hair masks, and all of them were just money going down the drain. But what broke my heart most were the keratin supplements. As someone with a bachelor's degree in science, I found those to be the biggest letdown. Because from a scientific standpoint, they actually make the most sense. I mean, think about it. Keratin is the main protein our hair is made out of, right? It's literally the material our bodies use to build every follicle and strand. So if your hair looks sparse and thin, keratin pills really do seem like the only logical solution. Because unlike topical products, they promise to help our bodies create the look of more real hair naturally by increasing the amount of keratin below its roots. In fact, the science was so convincing that after trying nearly a dozen different brands with absolutely no luck, I actually started to think that maybe my hair was just far too gone. That is until I met Dr. John Lakey, a world-renowned anti-aging specialist based in Los Angeles, who let me in some startling information I definitely didn't expect.
Keratin is absolutely vital to our hair's appearance. There's no doubt about it. And yes, the more keratin you have in your body, the more abundant it will look. However, the belief that commercial keratin supplements can help the hair look thicker and fuller is wildly misguided. Because for one, dietary keratin isn't a particularly soluble nutrient, meaning it's very difficult for our bodies to break it down. And moreover, in order for keratin proteins to actually become hair, they need cysteine, a naturally occurring amino acid that actually binds them together. And ironically, many forms of dietary keratin tend to either modify the body's cysteine molecules or destroy them entirely. So in my experience, just about all the keratin pills you see in stores these days are at best minimally effective. And in some cases, they do absolutely nothing for your hair at all.
But here's where the story gets really interesting. According to Dr. Lakey, there's actually one form of keratin that can help hair look thicker. It's called DFK Glow. Most people just don't know about it because it's made by a single laboratory in New Zealand.
When I was first introduced to DFK Glow at a conference in 2019, I immediately knew that this could be a game changer for hair health. Because not only was it pre-solubilized for optimal absorption, but it was also deliberately designed to work with the body's cysteine molecules rather than hurt them. So to me, that was incredibly exciting because it meant that on top of increasing your body's keratin levels far more efficiently, you could now actually support its ability to turn that keratin into hair.
The only problem? When it comes to helping hair look denser and more plentiful, keratin and cysteine are still only part of the equation. Because as any hair restoration expert will tell you, the appearance of sparseness is also fueled by DHT, the notorious thinning hormone which accounts for many of those loose hair that we see going down the drain when we shower. However, after sending a small batch of DFK Glow over to a local hair research facility for further testing, Dr. Lakey received some unexpected news. The scientists have successfully fused DFK Glow with horsetail powder.
Odds are you've probably seen horsetails growing in the wild before and not thought anything of them. But believe it or not, their extract is highly unique in that it's actually been shown to help support healthy hormone levels inside the body. So the idea of fusing DFK Glow and horsetail together is absolutely genius because it allows you to address both keratin loss and DHT, otherwise known as the thinning hormone, without any chemical intervention and end up with hair that looks significantly fuller and more plentiful than it ever did before.
But the researchers didn't stop there. To further maximize this hair thickening effect, they enriched the solution with burdock root. Now, most people in the US have probably never even heard of burdock before, but most women in China have attributed their remarkably dense looking hair to this plant for centuries. And now scientists have finally uncovered why. See, in order for hair to stay healthy, it has to eat. And the way that it does this is by feeding off the nutrients in our bloodstream. So when certain areas of hair start to look more sparse than others, it's often a sign of poor scalp circulation. But for people who take burdock root, these problem areas may not be much of a problem because its extract is loaded with powerful antioxidant substance that's shown to help energize lacy follicles. And you guessed it, support healthy blood flow to the scalp. So when the researchers added the same mechanism to their formula, it morphed into an even more powerful dietary complex they call KeraNew.
This supplement is hands down the most game-changing hair solution I've seen in years. Because not only does it help address the 3 factors that cause hair to look sparse in the first place, it also contains the molecular properties needed to help densify and fill out its appearance even after the damage has occurred. So essentially, KeraNew makes it possible to achieve really dramatic results really quickly. And that's something I've never seen a hair supplement, or any hair product for that matter, do before.
Naturally, I had to try this innovation for myself, and let me tell you, the results were shocking. This thin-looking area I was always trying to hide because it made me feel so self-conscious after about a month, I couldn't even see it. And oh my gosh, the volume. I don't think I ever seen my hair have that much volume, not even in my 20s. My crown, my hairline, my part, everything started looking thicker and bouncier. It looked like a hair explosion. I wasn't the only one that saw these changes. Once I began ordering KeraNew for my clients, many of whom had sparse looking hair throughout their whole head, nearly all came back 3 months later looking like brand new people. And the best part was, as I watched their hair's appearance gradually thicken, I could actually see their whole attitude start to change along with it. They seemed bolder, more outgoing, they woke with more confidence. They just looked so much happier, almost as if a weight had been lifted. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is something that every woman needs to know about now. But here's the problem. KeraNew isn't produced by some huge corporation. It's made by Kintsugi, a small LA-based development center that was founded only a few years ago by researcher Paul Lindsay, who prefers to spend his time and resources in science, not advertising. And while that's certainly commendable, it also leaves a lot of women who need this solution in the dark, which is precisely why I offered to share my story publicly in hopes of getting the word out. Because the fact is that I genuinely believe that KeraNew can change people's lives for the better. And here's the most exciting part. Not only was Dr. Lakey kind enough to join me in the making of this video, KeraNew's lead developer Paul Lindsay agreed to let me offer it to you today at a price that is not available on their website. So, if you're ready to start your hair transformation, here's what you need to know. KeraNew is the first of its kind interaction formula that is scientifically designed to help your own real hair look thicker, denser, and more youthful without any appointments. And it couldn't be easier to use. All you have to do is take 2 small capsules daily, and its advanced blend of DFK Glow, horsetail, and burdock root can help you achieve fuller, sexy, glamorous looking hair no matter your age. Plus, to ensure that you see the fastest and most dramatic results possible, each dose is specially enriched with hyaluronic acid to help soften hair and help reduce breakage, plant-based adaptogens for scalp health, and hydrolyzed collagen, a key structural protein that works together with keratin to help you give each strand a fuller, bouncier, and more voluminous look. And get this, unlike other supplements, KeraNew capsules are third-party tested for quality before you take them. So when I say that this is one of the most complete scientifically researched solutions out there, I'm not joking. In fact, when Dr. Lakey first told me about all the work and research that goes into each bottle, I actually got a little nervous because a formula that high grade would normally have to be priced around $200. And don't get me wrong, even if that really was the case, I still think it would be worth every penny. Because when you're not happy with your hair, you're not happy, period. But guess what? In reality, KeraNew doesn't cost $200 or anywhere near it. Because for one, it's not sold in stores and it goes straight to your door from the Kintsugi lab, which cuts all the retail markups. And 2, unlike other product developers, Paul and his team also just genuinely believe in making this formula accessible to everyone because they know what a terrible impact hair issues can have on people's lives. That's why they make a point of only charging $78 per bottle on their website, which is truly a blessing. But remember, I promise you a price that's even lower. And I'm a woman of my word. So rather than going to the Kintsugi website, just click the button below this video and you'll be taken to a private VIP order page where you can get a full month's supply of KeraNew capsules for just $49.95. Yep, that's a full $28 off the regular price. And check this out, because KeraNew's hair thickening effects are designed to keep building month by month, they've attached even a bigger discounts to all the multi-pack options, which means if you order today, you can keep helping your hair look fuller and fuller for up to 6 straight months without ever paying full price. And by the way, having extra bottles on hand is just a good idea in general, because like I said, KeraNew isn't just mass-produced like most beauty products. So it does tend to be out of stock periodically on Kintsugi's main website. In fact, many of my clients have now started buying it in bulk for this very reason. So please don't be shy about stocking up today either. Or better yet, if you're really serious about maintaining your results long-term, be sure to check the subscribe and save option when you order. Not only will this lock in today's introductory rate on all future bottles, which can add up to savings of over $330 annually. It will also ensure that you always get a fresh monthly refill automatically delivered to your door, even if KeraNew is sold out to the public. And don't worry, there's absolutely no risk in doing this, because no matter how many bottles you order, your entire purchase will be protected by a 3-month refund window. That means you can take KeraNew for a full 90 days, observe the changes, play around with different styles, and if you don't see the results you hope for, Kintsugi's dedicated customer care team will make sure that you get a full purchase price refund, no questions asked. That said, as a world-class hair professional, I do not endorse products unless I'm 100% certain that they work. That's just not a risk that I'm willing to take. So look, if you've been disappointed about other hair supplements in the past, I get it. But I can tell you right now, KeraNew is a completely different ballgame because it's formulated with a blend of ingredients that you simply won't find anywhere else. And speaking of which, there's a very important thing I should probably mention. In the unlikely event that you do see a hair supplement that claims to contain any of the same ingredients, please be careful. In 2013, a large-scale supplement investigation found that undisclosed ingredient substitution occurred in nearly 70% of the commercial formulas tested, meaning that the supplements that you see on store shelves could contain little to no trace to the ingredients they advertise. And worse yet, some may even be contaminated with questionable filler ingredients that aren't listed on the label. Whereas the makers of KeraNew always put their formulas to an extensive third-party screening process for quality and performance, because their #1 goal is to give you the highest level of results. So please don't hesitate to jump at the opportunity to achieve full, gorgeous-looking hair that you always wanted. KeraNew has already made this a reality for countless of women all over the country. And now, it can work for you too. However, there's one thing I want to be very clear about. Due to its extensive formulation and quality control process, our supply of KeraNew is very limited. And now that more and more people are starting to discover the magic of KeraNew, demand is growing faster than ever. So, if you want to get your hands on this formula at today's exclusive low price, you will need to act quickly, because chances are there are hundreds of others watching this video and placing their orders at this very moment. And once their specially priced bottles sell out, we won't be able to offer you another discount this big anytime soon, if ever. So click the button below and try KeraNew risk-free while supplies are still available. After all, thin-looking hair doesn't just improve on its own. If anything, the problem only becomes more obvious as you get older. But with KeraNew, you can finally help control its appearance regardless of age and genetics. It's that powerful. And I promise, once you see how much thicker and more luxurious your hair looks a month or 2 from now, you're gonna feel sexier, you're gonna have more confidence, you're going to look younger, and as an added bonus, you're gonna have a lot more options too. You can wear it up, you can wear it down, curl it, straighten it, change your part, so feel free to have some fun with your hair. And if you just wanna roll out of bed and go, you can do that too. Because the best thing about thick, healthy looking hair is that it looks good no matter what. But it's up to you to take that first step. So please, don't hesitate to jump at the opportunity to achieve full, gorgeous looking hair like you always wanted. You deserve it. And the sooner you act, the sooner you're going to see all those amazing results. And if you don't, we'll give you your money back. It's that simple. But like I said, demand for KeraNew is surging. So if you want to secure your supply of KeraNew at today's exclusive price for just $49.95, I urge you to place your order as quickly as possible. You won't regret it. And by the way, I love seeing people's KeraNew's transformation. So if you post any pictures of your new look on Instagram, please tag me. Seriously, my handle is @MyrnaJose. Or you can even send me an email directly. Either way, I'll be thrilled to hear all about your progress. And before I go, I just want to sincerely thank you for letting me share this remarkable discovery with you. It has been a pleasure. And I look forward to welcoming you to the Great Hair Club. Still here? If so, I'm guessing it's because you still have some questions about KeraNew. So I want to take a moment to answer some of the common questions that we receive. First question, how will I know that it's working? Simple, you'll see it when you look in the mirror. This formula was expertly designed to help your hair look fuller, shinier, and healthier, and those results will build with time. Second question, does KeraNew contain harsh ingredients? No, While some traditional supplements are polluted with harsh ingredients and useless fillers, the gentle, powerful compounds in KeraNew were specifically chosen for their ability to work with your body's natural growth process, never against it. Plus, this formula is tested at an independent third-party facility for quality. So, you can feel confident that you're nourishing your hair with gentle, premium ingredients and none of the bad stuff. However, we recommend consulting with your doctor before beginning any new program. Question 3. How do I use Kintsugi KeraNew Nourishing Hair Complex? That's an easy one. For best results, take 2 capsules with 8 fluid ounces of water once a day. Next question. What happens if I miss a day? Ideally, you want to take KeraNew on a consistent daily basis. That way, you're supplying your body with a consistent stream of hair-saving nutrients. But don't panic. In the event that you do miss a dose, or even an entire day, just proceed as normal as the next day. How long before I start seeing results? Great question. That's a question that I get asked all the time. While the powerful nutrient compounds in KeraNew will go to work right away, dramatic changes come with time. After 1 month of use, DFK Glow and the other main nutrients in this formula should have already done some serious work. So, you may see the first signs of fuller, thicker, shinier look. After about 3 months of use, these changes tend to become even more noticeable. This is when you and the people around you may notice some exciting changes in your hair. And after 6 months of using this formula, worrying about dull, thinning hair will likely be a thing of the past. So, don't be surprised if you love getting your picture taken, enjoy styling your hair in the morning, get compliments on your hair on a regular basis, and feel amazing when you walk out the door. And of course, everyone's hair is different. So if your transformation happens on a slightly different timeline, that's okay. The key is to stay diligent and take your capsules every day without fail. Those who stick with it should experience the most dramatic changes. For that reason, we highly encourage first-time users like yourself to take advantage of one of our discount multi-pack options. That way, you'll be able to see the incredible game-changing results that come with consistent, continuous use. Will KeraNew affect anything other than my hair? Most likely, yes. And that's a good thing. Many of the ingredients in this formula are multitasker that nourish your hair, skin, nails, all at the same time. So you might certainly notice improvement in other aspects of your appearance as well as you take it. The first thing that KeraNew users notice is their nails. It's actually quite common. And some users even experience a heightened sense of health and wellness overall. What if KeraNew doesn't work for me? Is there a guarantee? Absolutely. Every order is protected by a 90-day money-back promise, which means you can take KeraNew risk-free for up to 3 months, and if you aren't absolutely thrilled by the changes you see in your hair, Kintsugi will gladly let you return the bottles for a full purchase price refund, minus shipping and handling, even if you already used your entire supply. But like I said, I wouldn't be endorsing this formula if I wasn't 100% certain that it could deliver the results that you want, and then some. So please don't wait to get started. Because the sooner you place your order, the sooner you can experience the KeraNew effect for yourself.